Good afternoon, my name is Danielle Schiel and I'm going to go over my professional e-portfolio with you. So you can see I started off with a home page. I actually added the home page because I felt like that just worked with my brain a little bit better, having that actual home page to go to. So it has a picture of myself and then it gives some quick directions on how to navigate my e-portfolio. So my candidate info starts off with a video introduction of myself. It also includes my professional goals, personal goals, my exploration stage, and then where I see myself in 2, 5, and 10 years. I decided to put my technology philosophy and my leadership philosophy directly on the webpage rather than linking on a Google Doc. But for my resume, I did decide to link the Google Doc because I liked the format of it, and it is 2 pages, so I thought that was a good way to showcase that information. For my activity evidence, my professional development plan, this is part of my portfolio that I kind of put off longer than I anticipated, mostly because I couldn't wrap my head around it. But once I was finished with it, I was really happy with it. I liked that it made me think about what the professional development was about and the purpose, and then the outcomes of it, because I think sometimes professional development gets done just because we need professional development instead of looking at what the teachers actually want or need. And I think my favorite part of this was that I decided to do the breakout sessions where teachers could choose which items of technology they wanted to learn about the most. So for my activity evidence 1, I did Google Classroom training. So there's my video. I did a presentation on how to set up your Google Classroom. And then my article review was about the Google Classroom and hybrid learning. My activity evidence number 2 was the Career Conversations planning form. So I actually created a digital planning form and then showed teachers how to access it and edit it and share it with their students. And that was what my presentation was about as well. And then my article review was about setting goals for personalized learning, which I thought went well with the Career Conversations piece. My activity evidence number 3 was about creating a Google form, and really was about creating a Google form to be used as a quiz or an assignment, and that's what my presentation was about as well. For my article, I researched, or the article covered information about using a digital pen, which I thought was really interesting and I think would be a really cool idea for some of our students with some learning disabilities. As I move into my extra resources, I used a lot of the activities that I created throughout the program. The first one was using Google Hangouts, and that was a really quick tutorial on how to just do a video chat. Then I covered using Google Classroom from the student side. Then I covered using HyperDocs. I use HyperDocs a lot in my curriculum, so I showed students how to access that for their assignments. Then I chose to cover the FERPA staff training. I thought that this was really interesting and really important in protecting students' information, especially as we're moving into distance learning. So I thought that was really interesting. Then I covered using technology to maximize critical thinking, and this is probably one of the first presentations I created in the program, but I used Canva and I really liked using that. When we switched over to distance learning, I actually created a high school website that was for the students, and it was really just a place for students to access information and like a communication hub. So I'm actually going to click on that and show you because I think that's pretty cool. But there's a video on how to register for next year's classes. Student Council has their page that has announcements, and then counseling and student links as well. So I was pretty excited for that. Next, I did my backward design unit, and that's another one of the assignments that I kind of was like, oh, I'm really not that excited about, but in the end, I really enjoyed it. I also did a infographic on how to get QuickBooks certified through one of my courses. And then lastly, I did a really quick tutorial using Screencast-O-Matic on how to create a quiz or assignment in Google Forms. For my evaluation, I had a few peers do my review forms, and then I had one of my co-workers or another teacher that I work closely with do my external peer review. So I really enjoyed this process. I was really happy with my ending e-portfolio. I think it was really beneficial to put all of the work together, and especially in this format. I really enjoyed collaborating with everybody, and I had a really good time.